so close, no matter how far. I love this game straight from the heart. Forever trust and sits and starts. No ring and nothing else matters. Never thought it would end this way. The choice was mine. I did it all the wrong way. Hey, hey, all these years and still no ring and nothing else matters. Yo, welcome
Yes.
into the Triple C playoff primer. It is December 11th, and I played that song for y'all last year before the playoffs when I wasn't in it, and I'm doing it again. Nothing else matters if you do not have a ring in this league. But hey, we got someone on the podcast that has a ring. Cassidy, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right, man. I'm here for the CCC. It's your boy. We're here to talk playoff primer with y'all.
Yep, let's go. Smitty, how you doing, man?
Man, still very high off that victory against the Mafia. That was so sick. And I just won't get over it until we beat the Niners. Then I'll just be on high off of that.
And you got that tomorrow night, right?
Yep. Ready
Woo,
for it.
baby, man. It's my
I don't care if
anniversary
they got
tomorrow
started
night.
I don't care. I
I want
don't
to be out to
care.
dinner with my wife, dude. It's my anniversary. Literally, I can't get out of it. And I'll tell you what, man, the last time we went out for our anniversary, there was a football game on. It was the game K1 towards ACL. So I'm hoping nothing bad happens tomorrow, okay? That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying. But anyway, let's get it, guys. Let's freaking get this. So, thoughts of the week. Carl, I'm going to hit you first.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we looked at the regular season, one thing stood out to me more than anything else, particularly me, because except for literally every single game I've had in the regular season, except for one, all I was projected to lose every single game. Some games clearly I have won, but I was projected to lose all but one. And that one game I was projected to win was against Dr. Jamie earlier in the year. So if I'm being honest, Dr. Jamie, I'm very happy I beat you last week. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, that was it.
Well, you should be more excited about that because I'll be open and honest with the league. I have lost the jersey bet with Smitty this year. So I got the first two. You got this one. I'll be wearing that Rams jersey to an AZ Cardinals home game with my name on it. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna figure that one out for you too.
yeah, but congratulations on that Rams win, man. That was incredible. But Cassidy, what are your thoughts of the week here?
that was the game of the year, buddy. We all enjoyed that. Um, last week was the week of the backup running backs, man. We had um Isaiah Guerrero go nuclear. We had Zach Chardonnay go nuclear. Both Braylon Allen and Isaiah Davis did well in the Jets backfield. It was like, you know, it was crazy bye week, bye apocalypse, week 14 win to get into the playoffs. And if you were stashing backup RBs or scored Garendo off the waiver wire, that was your ticket to win, man. So that was pretty. I just felt like week 14 was just wild and crazy with injuries, with bye weeks, but there were some real gems out there on the waivers that got people in.
Yep.
It
All
was
the
fun and
backups go
exciting.
off. All the
Backups
backups
went
go
off,
off.
dude.
Saquon doesn't do what he should have done against Carolina. But you know
Right?
who we
Totally.
actually, with all these backups, you know who we need to welcome into fantasy football? Kendre Miller scored a touchdown, dude.
That's
Like,
true, dude. Miller. Yep. Welcome to fantasy.
it really happened. I never thought it would, man. Poor guy. I hope he
He
ends up
did not.
smashing one day.
Totally.
But dude, Charbonnet, man, like I know we got the bone zone, but like is this like a bone zone 1 and 2, like 1.0,
Oh,
2.0 now?
dude, I don't know, man. I have Charbonnet in the league. I know anyone else that's holding on to him. We just want we want Kenneth Walker just to rest up and get better, buddy. Just really take your time with this, because in the meantime, we got your spot handled.
Yeah, and Smitty, let's stick on backup running backs here. So Braylon Allen's supposed to go off, and Ike Davis. I mean, I know they split like 50-50 everything. I got a touchdown, but did Ike look like the better running back? Like that's who people should be starting this week?
Oh
Dude,
God, I don't want to play. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. That is such a nasty, scary, terrifying game. I'll say this: Braylon Allen's a far better prospect in college. That's
yeah,
hopefully that means something, but it didn't quite mean enough last
yeah,
week. It should still be Braylon Allen.
yeah. I'm with Carl, man. I was impressed. I was probably more impressed with Isaiah Davis's performance, but I think Braylon Allen, you know, he's higher on the depth chart. He's the one I'm starting this week.
Okay. One more backup running back question, okay?
They're both
Let's
startable,
talk
by the way.
let's talk 49ers. I know we all listen to Ballers, inspired everything we all do in life, but they made a valid point yesterday about Ike. They made a very valid point that he might be the starter. What do you think? I mean, Garyano doesn't look like he's playing. He didn't practice today.
Wait. Who's
So we're
starting?
talking about who the starting running back for the 49ers will be tomorrow.
Yep.
And he meant
Oh,
Izzy. He said Ike. I think he
Izzy.
meant
Yeah,
Izzy.
sorry. Izzy.
oh my God, really?
Yep.
I'm sorry. I've made a move recently and I've screwed that one up.
I could be
Um,
wrong. I'm on team Patrick Taylor.
I mean,
Okay.
it's his time to shine. I mean, I remember him being pretty decent on Hard Knocks, and that's all my knowledge of Israel Abanikanda. From when he was on the Jets, he's in a better system now. Shout out to him. I think he's going to do okay.
I take
Omar
Izzy.
Spaghetti's going to play.
I take Izzy.
But I'm
But here's
sorry.
my thoughts of the week. I
It
said this
makes me
like
not
3
want to
weeks.
stop anybody. Just real quick. Just makes me want to not start anybody because that scares me.
You've got to start somebody in that backfield. You got to do it. But here's my thoughts of the week. So I said about 3 or 4 weeks ago, KC Magic was over. Oh man, I was so wrong. It is not over. But you know what, man? I am so sick of watching Kansas City Chiefs football right now. It's like I turn it on, I'm like, okay, I've seen this game already. I've seen this game over and over and over. So you know what we're going to give you all today on our draft? We're going to talk about Kansas City Shenanigans. And we also have a wild card for another team, but we're going to talk a little bit about that magic. But the other thought I just want to say is there's too many quarterbacks throwing 4 or 5 touchdowns in games that are losing right now. Like I feel bad for Joe Burrow. I cannot believe the Rams won that game with 6 touchdowns on Allen. But man, these defenses need to help the QBs, bro, or
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. All right, so let's go. Last week's matchup: fire starts, fire shards. Cassidy, what you got? I hate this first one.
Well, I had to go with the most obvious, I think, fire chart of the week because it hit everybody right in their heart. It was front and center. We all had to watch it on Thursday night. The Jaden Reed Goose. The Jaden Reed Goose on Thursday heading into the playoff week was just it was devastating, man. And so it's the obvious one. Now the fire start, dude. If you had Charbonnet and you were stashing him, or you picked him up when you heard the Kenneth Walker news and you started him, holy crap! 36 points in half point. I have him in a PPR where he went off for 40. Man, that kid looked. It's crazy to say about our boy Zach, but he looked electric. He got the work. He got the job done. And Joe, she started him against me in our league. I survived it, but I give her credit. That was a fire start.
It was nuts from her because she dealt with all the injuries. She lost Brees Hall, and she found like basically a 30-point performance right there, and still didn't
36.
get that median. Oh my
I know.
goodness,
Yes.
Carl, what you got?
All right, as far as fire starts go, going back to the Jets running backs, our backup running backs, Zaya Davis, he got in the end zone, gave me about 15 points. Pretty sweet for a pickup, especially one that you
Yeah.
do like kind of last minute, just like what if type deals.
Yeah.
Really worked out right there. And fire Char. Let's talk about the Bills defense. Isn't Von Miller there? Like, what the what a dude, this might be the worst defensive play in all of season. They
Yeah.
literally scored in this league -6 points. That's honestly horrendous. That should have lost anybody their matchup. And I think it did lose Dr. John his matchup. So think twice before you start a defense against the Rams because you might lose. Negative
Good
six
call.
points. That's literally negative touchdown. Like, Jesus
Good
Christ,
call.
that's
And I got to
embarrassing.
give you props, dude. The Isaiah Davis fire start might be the fire start of the year because of the
Ooh.
amount of cojones it took to start that kid.
That was nuts. I mean, I wouldn't have done it. So,
No.
but then again, that's why I'm not a playoff team right now. You know, I got to jump back on this Jaden Reed thing here real quick because when Smitty started talking, I was just stewing on how much this completely killed me in so many ways. You all
Yeah.
know Reed's my boy.
Yeah.
I have him everywhere, man. I cannot tell you how many best ball teams I just missed the playoffs by like 3 or 4 points because of his donuts. Like
Oh
this
my God.
dude killed me. He knocked me out of the playoffs in my favorite dynasty team with his goose egg. Reed, but yeah, you hit it there. Now
I said
I took the
devastating.
For real.
yeah. I took this question a little differently because I just wanted to throw in some fire starts just in general for the league. Joe, I'm sorry. I love you, girl. My my shard of the week was you going 0-2, not hitting the median. And man, it was so close. I feel so bad for you. My heart goes out for you, Joe. But just in
Yeah.
general, not hitting the median, that's the shard. The fire. I got to tell you, our guy, Adrian, the Dunn did it. He went through a very bipolar season. He started hot. I think he went 4-0. Then I think he lost the next four. And every single thing that dude did to sneak into that last place, every decision that you made was fire. The CD Lamb trade's going to play off. I love everything you did. So cheers. And Joe, I'm sorry. I just had to call a spade a spade. What do you guys think about Joe not making the playoffs? Because, man, that
Well,
sucks. Like,
I just want to jump in on that real quick because she wasn't on the call. So, Joe, if you haven't heard, I just want to tell you it was all eyes on Joe during our conference call on Monday. And we're all watching Jake Ferguson. We knew all he needed was a couple catches to push you up over that line. I'm sure you're watching yourself. You're scoring the league median neck and neck until the end of that game. And we just kept thinking, man, one big play to Ferg Daddy, and Joe is in the playoffs. So we were watching you. We were curious to see what would happen and how it would shake out. So that was a tough break, and we're sorry, girl.
Smitty?
I mean, to lose your top two running backs in the final week, I mean,
Yeah.
where's the news? I'm sorry. That's terrible. That's all I'm going to say. That's terrible. That's just, oh, God, I feel for
Week 14 was crazy, man.
Well, why don't you give us a palm then? Why don't you make some people feel better?
All
We need
right.
to feel good.
Sure. This is fun. It's seasonal. It's festive. Here is our home of the week for the playoff primer. It's 2 weeks before Christmas and all through the league. Fantasy managers are feeling fatigue. We all started with optimism, but one thing is clear. There's only one team who will win it this year.
Mm.
Damn, dude. Cassie, can I tell you, Carl, you know I love you. Cassie, you were made to podcast. I'm telling you, out of anything, like I love you, man. You make me smile so much. Thank you for what you do for this league and this podcast. I love
You're
AI
welcome. That
Palm.
doesn't hold a candle to your intro song this week, so thank you.
Yes. Yes. All right, let's get into the real crap here. All right, we've got playoffs happening here.
Oh, that's good.
Let's talk about some possible league winners that are on playoff rosters right now. And Carl, let's go with you here because this is your call. This is your dude.
Dr. Jamie, congratulations for making the playoffs, right? I saw when it got iffy. I saw when it got scary and tap right back into that Monday Night Magic so that you can win this thing. Great move on drafting Triple Crown Jamar Chase. Listen, I remember having enough money in the auction draft to run it up and get him, but failed because you wanted him more. So shout out to you and great move.
You failed because you put $100 on Patrick Mahomes, dude.
Yeah,
Not
that
at
was
that
way
time.
after
Not
the
at that
chase.
time.
Yeah,
I think. I think.
sure. Chase went way earlier.
But yeah, I feel like Chase is like he's at this point, like with how great he's going, he can single handedly win her some weeks or win her, the week.
Yep,
Dude,
she's
this
the gatekeeper that I got to get through this week.
Oh shit! Oops. Well, good luck.
man, and if Chase is going to be a league winner there, man, it's got to hurt not having Burrow in the playoffs because I believe he's on
Mm,
Tim Ho's team, right?
yeah,
Woo. Who you got, Cassidy? And then your thoughts on Chase.
sure. Yeah, I'm terrified of Chase. That's all I have to say. Um, I've got some more thoughts on Chase that we'll talk about during the draft. So little teaser there. But for the league winners on playoff rosters, I've got two names to bring up, and it's Saquon Barkley and it's Josh Allen. And what do these two players have in common? They're both in the MVP race. These guys are playing for something that's outside of their weekly matchups. They're playing for something huge, and you can see it in the way that they're performing. They're doing unbelievable, remarkable, superhuman performances on a week in, week out basis. And so when you've got somebody in your lineup that's not just playing to win the week, because even when that week is won with their team, they're going to keep on going and racking up stats because they want to take home that award. That is unmatched value. So those are two players that you got to keep your eyes on.
That was a banger of a point. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. That was the answer.
You know what I think Philadelphia needs to do? I think they need to manufacture a play that gets Saquon to throw a ball, run down the field, have a lateral, and get a passing and a receiving
Dude,
touchdown on the
that would
same
do
play
it.
to push.
Yeah.
It would do it. It would
It's his
totally
only
do it. Like,
chance. It's his only chance.
manufacture it. It'd be
Yeah.
great.
Dude.
Oh yeah. So I just got a few names on here just to talk about real quick because I'm going to talk about James Conner later, but I do believe he has the potential of being a league winner. Juwan Jennings, ballers have been talking about quite a bit for a very, very long time. And he's done nothing but go out and show out. But man, I want to talk about old man Thielen. I really want to talk about old man Thielen. Like, we were talking about this last week. He's the best receiver on the team. Leggett looks good, but there's not the connection that they have. So I think old man Thielen can go out there and do it. And then the backside potential is Chase Brown. I think just those are some good ones to look at. That's going to be how it plays. But I'm going to tell everyone that is not in or that's in other leagues. There is a league winner on your waiver wire probably. And unfortunately, he's on my team, so he can't be in the real league winner for this one. But A-Rich, week 17 matchup versus New York Giants is something that Greek gods are made to go out there and be QB1. So maybe just sneak him on your bench just to be sure.
Oh my God.
So Smitty,
dude,
you guys,
I'm not brave enough to start AR in my playoffs, man. I'm sorry.
I actually totally am. He totally showed out against the guy. He kind of totally showed out against the Patriots. Oh my God, he'll smoke the Giants. I love it. I love it.
It's going to take some cojones, but it can happen.
It's a strong call, Brian.
All right, boys. So I got a random would you rather question here. All right. Would you rather get lucky and win a bunch of money to be financially sound for the rest of your life, or have fantasy football luck for the rest of your life? Now, I want to say that fantasy football luck doesn't guarantee you to win the league, so it's still fun, but it guarantees you to, let's say, be in the semifinals of every league you play on with a chance to win every single league the rest of your life.
Okay, this is actually very easy for me.
Yeah.
Give me that bunch of money so I can rig the whole system. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Does my luck extend to fantasy betting? Because there's a way. I see a loophole to get both.
Fantasy football, DFS, everything, dude. Fantasy football.
All right, man.
Okay.
All right. I'm a man that likes to gamble. I'm going to take the football luck.
I'm 100% taking the football luck. I am so depressed right now about not being in the playoffs in this league. Like, I literally would sell my soul for a ring in this league. Like, legitimately, like, we'll figure it out, because I'm not saying you can still make money. You're not like homeless here, Like,
no, I hear you. Just I want to Elon Musk this thing. Let's do it.
That would be fun.
Let's get it done.
Yeah. All right, Smitty, let me ask you this one, because I hope the answer is going to be: would you rather have your real NFL team three-peat, or would you rather win $50K on a lotto scratcher?
Yeah, you know which one I'll take. This is really a Smitty question.
I know. You're going for it, kind of.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving past Smitty.
You just broke him. He's broken.
Imagine that. Oh my goodness, people would hate us so much.
Here's my take on that. I think Smitty might possibly pay $50,000 to get the Rams 3 Super Bowls in a row.
Dude,
I seriously think
that's the price.
If McVay came to Smitty, he was like, dude, to keep Hook on the team, I need $50K, man. You got it? He's going to cough it up.
I love that. Yes. Yes. Know me so well.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I take the 3 Super Bowls, and if I know it's coming, I can still bet on it, right? So I like it. Those were 2 loaded questions. All right, here you go. Playoff primer. Let's break down these matchups, okay? We're about 19 minutes in, but let's break down the matchups. So, John Hillary, congratulations. You got your bye. Sometimes I don't know if we talk about John enough on this podcast sometimes, but dude's come out and just slayed. I actually love this guy, man. He joined our league and basically said, you know what? I don't know any of you, but I'm going to come to your live draft and draft. Then he comes here, plans a vacation in Denver. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, John's the real deal, dude. Like,
John's solid. Shout out to John.
Yeah, shout out to John. All right.
A really unfortunate year 1, but year 2 completely turned it around.
Yeah. He did, and he beat me twice this year. Thank you. All right, so big matchup: Bryce versus Adrian. Winner gets John. Here's how the lineup looks right now. So we have all intents purposes, I believe, is right. No, Adrian.
That's Adrian.
Yeah,
That's
Alan.
Adrian.
He
All
just
right,
changed his name because of the whole Josh Allen
so here was
situation.
the lineup when I put this together today: Allen, Najee, Achon or Buzz Lightyear, Lamb, who is Bryce's friggin' dude who has won him this league in the past. That's always his
That's
dude.
true. Yep.
Then we've got Neighbors, Kraft, Old Man Thielen, DK Metcalf, and the
Yeah.
Commanders D is a starting lineup right now. Freemasons, Bryce T has Baker, Jonathan Taylor, Chase Brown, Sun God, Jettas, Hunter Henry, Jacoby Myers, B Rob, and the Cards D.
Man,
But I
it's
did
close.
highlight this because Adrian's lineup looked like it's set from all the other bench players. But on Bryce's bench right now, he has Herbert, he has Taylor, who may be the starting running back of the 49ers tomorrow, and he's got Tank, and he's got Bucky Irving.
Yeah. All right.
How do you guys break this one down? I'm going to start with you, Cassidy.
Yeah. Just at a glance, I'm really liking Adrian in this. I love what I talked about earlier with Josh Allen doing crazy superhuman things we've never seen before. A-Chain is putting up numbers like what we saw CMC doing last year. And we already brought him up, but Old Man Thielen is he could be a total game changer. And of course, the poetic justice of using CD Lamb against the Freemasons. Yeah. But in all fairness, the Freemasons, it's a balanced roster. It's not as top heavy as as Adrian's in it. He's got a chance.
I would say on the other side of the coin, too, just to debate this, is Jacoby Myers and Brian Robinson also have league winning potential, dude.
They do. They do. And you already brought up Chase Brown as a league winner, too.
Ooh.
All right. That's a close one.
What do you got, Smitty?
I was trying to see, you know what? Okay. Let's I can't deny the fact that the Freemasons have quite a this is what's gonna worry me. I think what Bryce T's gonna have to do is he's gonna have to make the right starts his decisions, because that is probably what's gonna screw him. But the thing is, we all believe he's smart enough to make the perfect lineup. So I think it's really just going to come down to that. But shout out to my boy Adrian. I got to see him draft, and that was such an exciting situation or experience, rather. So I'm gonna root for Adrian. Done did it, of course, but man, this guy don't miss. Bryce T don't miss, man.
Yep.
We talked too much about Bryce last year, so we haven't talked a lot about him this year. But I agree. I'm on Adrian's side right now, specifically because Buzz Lightyear, Josh Allen, CeeDee Lamb, and Malik Neighbors all have game-breaking, league-winning weeks in them. With that said, Sun God and Jettas is still on the other side, but I think there's more possibilities of upside for Adrian.
Yeah. Before we move on, quick shout out to Sun God. He is in the best game environment of the week. Up against Buffalo.
No, I thought you didn't do any DFS studying, huh?
Yeah,
there you
go.
A
little bit.
All right, Dr. Jamie versus Dub Cass. Winner gets Hillary. So, Smitty, let's spend a little bit of time and kind of just not pay attention to Cassidy here. Let's let him listen to our analysis, and then I want to get your thoughts on this matchup. Which Cassidy, here's what's going to happen, Smitty. Cassidy's going to say,
Trent Williams is out tomorrow. We're going to Brock Purdy's face is going to hit the ground so many times. Okay, sorry, y'all. All right, anyway,
All right, I was just going to say, so here's how it's going to go when Cassidy starts talking. He's going to be like, oh, man, it's a good matchup, better players. He's going to downplay it. He doesn't want to fuck with the fantasy gods. Like, we already know how this one's going to play out. But here's what we got. We've got Chasing Dreams. Winston, Rachaad White, Aaron Jones, wide receiver 1, triple crown chase, J-Mo, Evan Ingram, playoff Pacheco, Mike Evans, Eagles D. But currently on the bench is JD5, who I do believe will be replacing Winston in the lineup. I don't know. Not going to say it. Don't listen to me if that doesn't work for you. But that's the lineup. Comeback Kid, K1, Tyron Tracy, James Conner, Juwan Jennings, Drake London, George Kittle, Cedric Tillman, Q, Huge, or whatever the ballers call him. I can't even say it, but QJ. Huge. Thank you. Broncos, and then he's got Braylon Allen on his bench. Break this one down. Hit me with it, Smitty.
Okay, so just really quickly, it's going to be biases all around right here. Come back, kid. First off, I love the homer points in the Broncos defense. Unless you're a Chiefs fan, then I love the. Then you have no homer points there. Honestly, though, you're starting two Niners. I'm sorry, it's not. I'm not happy. I'm not rooting for you. I'm not. I'm not. And then plus on the other side, and what I didn't get to say on our conference call the other day, I honest to God think Chase and Dreams could win this whole thing. That like might
For
be.
sure. She got Chase.
Yeah. Yep.
She has Chase, but not only does she have Chase, she has the Rookie of the Year, Jaden Daniels, like leading this entire team. And then outside of that, playoff Pacheco, like you said, the best defense in the league, the Eagles defense. I mean, my goodness. And we have, I mean, her running backs are, probably the scariest thing about it. I mean, the most questionable thing about it. But I really do love her team. Like this, oh my God. And she has Mike Evans. I didn't even notice that till now. That's a tough matchup. I'm sorry, Cassidy. And then honestly, Cassidy, even if you do win, like, are you excited to lose against Hillary? Like, I mean, this shit's scary. Like, this is terrifying, bro.
I mostly just want to win so we can see that outcome of the trade I made with Hillary to get into the playoffs. But yeah, man, I'll just tell you guys, make no mistake, I'm the underdog here. I backed my way into the playoffs, and I'm trying to sneak my way through.
Yep.
All right.
That's about what I was expecting.
If the Niners end up winning and have a great game, then you got this.
It's not just the Niners, it's the Cardinals too. So the truth of the matter is I go as the Cardinals and the Niners go this week.
Oh, correct. True. That's right. Okay, you got the K1 Connor stack. You're right.
I'm going to call this one a spade. The way I see it, the bottom line is unless you get chased, like totally chased, bro.
Yeah.
I think you got this.
Ooh.
But this is going to be a really close matchup because JMO can go off sometimes, been a little bit, but he can do it. This was going to be close, but I think it's a much better matchup with JD5 in there personally. But I'm going with the comeback kid here. So best moves of the year, playoff teams. Carl, what do you got? Or Cassidy, let's hear from you.
Well, you know what? You wrote it down, but I was going to piggyback on it. So I'll just say I really do think in a lot of ways, especially if I get through Jamie this week, the playoffs might come down to that trade I did with Hillary, which was King Henry versus Connor and Jennings. Simple as that. The truth of the matter for me is without their trade, I don't get into the playoffs. So already for me, it was a good trade. That said, King Henry could be a league winner, which is why she pulled the trigger on it. So all eyes on that trade.
And she gets a healthy Nico she hasn't had in a while. But it totally is. I said I talk about James Conner. I think he's the league winner. I love his matchups. When the Cardinals play good, they can play good. And if you get a 3-run stretch, dude, Conner can be your league winner. Yeah. So I like that all the way around. But the King's the king. The King's the king. Carl, what you got?
Yeah. I mean, it really just... Dude, Jennings better go off for 30 for you, man. Which he could, which is something I have to worry about later. Let's talk about the Cali boys, man. Adrian traded for Lamb, but he gave up Mark Andrews, David Montgomery, and George Pickens. Now that honestly is that's a nice little haul for one player.
Yeah,
that's a beautiful haul. But it freaking worked out. Like it totally worked out. Lamb's looking amazing with Cooper Rush. It's weird. Just really ballsy play, and now you're like the Seals succeed, like amazing. So I like
now Pickens is hurt, which really changes it. There was a while there where I really thought, man, that trade went away from Adrian. I thought it might be a trade that kept him out of the playoffs. He snuck his way in, and Lamb is looking strong, so it's working out.
Yeah,
it's the Pickens injury. It's the fact that he would be in the playoffs if he had Pickens because of the way that worked out right off the bat. Mm-hmm. But he wouldn't have Pickens now, and that's the luck of the trade. But man, that's looking like a solid trade. And that's pretty much why we're saying we're favoring him to win. Just really quick, worst moves of the year. Someone threw in the chat the other day. It's by far me. I traded Jordan Addison for Luke Musgrave, and my exact comment was, I don't want that much to do with Sam Darnold. So my bad. You guys got something quick, and we'll move to the draft.
That was a big swing and a miss. Yeah, man. I'll say also. I'm sorry, dude, but the Roma Dunze and what
And
was that trade,
Xavier
man?
Worthy
It was
for
it was it was a
Njoku.
Dunze. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was
And
A
Njoku plus
Dunze
Adnan Mitchell,
and
who I dropped
Worthy.
immediately. Yeah, what the fuck? And you
Yeah,
know what? Okay, here's the truth. Brian, you have been saying pretty much ever since I've known you that Njoku is a absolute league winner. And if I'm
yeah,
being like really honest, I would love to say my whole Smitty Saddle Rams thing has been like amazing and been knocking people out left and right. It's really Njoku. Njoku is really the reason why. I mean, like, if I didn't have Njoku, I
it,
probably would score 6, 7, 4, 3, boosting at my tight end position. But that
yeah.
man puts up 12, 13, 16, 18 points. I mean, he had a 2 touchdowns. Oh my God. I love Njoku so much now. Like, you've made me such a big fan, Brian.
All right,
Thank
you're
you.
breaking Brian's brain. We got to move on.
Oh,
But
sorry. My fault.
You know what?
those trades hurt your
I'm
team,
not
buddy.
moving on that trade because that was the morning that Chris Olave got thrown on the IR.
I know.
I was freaking out. I had to fill 3 slots in my week 12. So I traded
Yeah,
a player on a bye to fill a week
I
later.
know.
It just didn't work out, but it was a total Chris Olave panic.
Yeah, I'm going to give you kudos though because what you did was you took a swing for the fence because you were in a must-win situation and you needed a Hail Mary. It didn't, Hail Marys are low percentage, but you took it. So
Yep.
props to that.
Yep. And I didn't get all Jaden Daniels Hail Mary on it either. All right,
No.
let's draft, boys. We're going to be drafting 2 rounds of Chiefs Shenanigans
Yeah.
of just crazy. I don't know if it's juju magic, luck, whatever it is. We're
Yeah.
drafting that. And then we're
We're
going to throw a
drafting the
wild
black
card in.
magic that is keeping the Chiefs alive.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Carl, 101.
I got the 101, and I have to start with this one because it was the very first game of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, that at the end of that Ravens and Chiefs game, Isaiah Likely's toes completely ruined the game-winning touchdown week 1. I mean, my goodness. Number 1, the Ravens would have a much better record. And number 2, I think that actually would have put the Chiefs in their right place. Like they would have been embarrassing throughout the season, and it would have been reflected through the record. But no, they got incredibly lucky with that play. I mean, honestly, yes, his toe was over the line, but it was very unfortunate. And that just was the start of all of the Chiefs shenanigans, and they've just been goofy as hell ever since.
It is
So
true.
that's my 101. Isaiah
The
Likely
Chiefs black
stuff.
magic started in week 1,
Yeah,
and that play was freaking crazy. And that's the one I thought Brian had your name written all over it because it was like, oh my God, Likely is a hero, but his toe was just barely over the line.
yeah. Sorry, I had to steal that one.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
okay, man. I'm gonna let you have it because
Hey,
I think the 101. What? It's me, right? Yeah,
will someone write this down? I can't find my pen.
yeah. I'm writing it down. For me, maybe recency bias. Maybe it just was you know, one of the craziest black magic things we've seen in the NFL this year. But I'm gonna go with the division doink. The
Oh my God.
yeah, man. The 31-yard field goal try to win the game off the upright, barely across the crossbar. And what I like about this, the reason why for me I would take it at the 101 is because this is going to go down in history. We're going to be talking about the division doink the same way the Bears look back to the double doink that kept them out of the playoffs. So the division doink at the 102.
Yeah, on the 3rd backup kicker, I think they're in right
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
not
like the third
trusting
kicker.
anything.
Yeah,
So the 3 that were clearly on my mind that I remembered was Likely, and it was definitely the doink because I can't forget that. It was just the other day. But the blocked field
yeah,
goal to win the
yep,
football game was the other one. And
yep,
I who was that? That was against Denver, right?
yep.
That was.
Yep. So
Denver,
it was Denver.
Denver had the win in the bag, dude. It was
Mhm.
we were down by 2 and purposely killed the clock to kick that field goal in,
Yep.
and they blocked
And
it.
it was 100% leverage, dude. They totally leveraged themselves on the center. Like
Yeah,
it totally was. So I'm glad we're doing this draft because I do believe that the NFL does what the NFL wants to do, and it's in the best interest of the NFL to have a three-peat. So I'm glad we're talking about this craziness because you guys are right. It did start in week 1.
started in
And
week 1.
it did, but there was a play that was just absolutely ridiculous. It was the pass interference play in the 4th quarter
Yes,
that absolutely, I mean,
yes.
it wasn't. It wasn't. You're
Are,
looking at this, you're like,
you're talking
come on.
about the Say which one you're talking about. You're talking about the no call, right? Or no?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about
Yeah.
the yeah.
Oh, the passing. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, you're
Yep.
talking about the pass interference on Rashi Rice to put him.
Correct.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Correct.
didn't write that down. Ooh.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, dude.
That's what,
4th and 16, and Rashi Rice drew the
thank you.
PI.
Thank you.
Not to steal it. Tell us about it.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I told you guys you did a little bit more homework on the draft than me today. So you are up, Mr. Cassidy.
Yeah, that was Rashi Rice. It was 4th and 16 with like 45 seconds left to go, and the crazy thing about that is it was week 2 against the Bengals. There's that rivalry between Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow, and the Bengals had honestly won the game. And then we saw that crazy PI. Similar situation happened week 3. Now we're playing Atlanta, and there was an egregious no call with the chief safety, Brian Cook, draped all over Kyle Pitts in the end zone for a game winning touchdown. I mean, it was so, I mean, he was wearing Brian Cook like a cape. And the refs looked the other way, and the Chiefs went on to win that game. So I'm going for the no call PI at the 201.
Okay. I like it. You would think it'd be karma and it'd be against him and it would equal itself out, but it doesn't. There's no karma going on for the Chiefs.
No.
None
No,
whatsoever.
no. Now, before I kick it back to you, Carl, those are our Chiefs' black magic, how they're staying in the game. Um, the 6 craziest plays we could think of. Now we're going to do a wild card, just the 3 craziest plays of the NFL. And Carl kicks it off.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Maybe that's not true. Yes, that is true. No, I'm sorry. Brian, you kick it off, and Carl. Wait.
No, dude.
I
Carl's
think
up for his second selection of the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
you're
go
right. I'm
for,
sorry.
okay, so
He has to do
I
both.
think 203.
Yeah, by the way, Cassidy's on cold medication. He's a little sick,
Yeah.
so that's where we're at
Sorry.
right now.
You're right.
All right, so
Don't
203.
take my hosting duties from me.
I'm sorry.
How about on Black Friday, that illegal shift penalty called on the Raiders rookie center that resulted in a Chiefs recovery, 11 seconds in the game to have the Chiefs win by 2 points. I cannot stop thinking about the face, like AOC's face when that ball came and he was like, no, like that's really, I mean, not even his face. And Anthony, and what's his name? Antonio Pierce's face. He looked like he lost his job that second. Oh my goodness, that was so sad. And now for the wild card round, round 3, or we just name pretty much any shenanigans that went on
Yeah,
through
let
the
me announce it.
NFL.
So, third round, we're going to do the wildest, craziest wild card of any team. Kick it, Smitty.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
That's why you're the host.
This isn't quite a play. This isn't quite a play in the game. This is just some goofy, doofy thing I've seen the Chiefs do. And I have to say it. That State Farm commercial, where they're talking about the old fumblerooski, we got them just giggling like girls. Oh my goodness. It's a bundle rooski, guys. A bundle rooski. They got Andy Reid literally playing with a remote like this. Bundle rooski. It drove me nuts. And every time I see that commercial, I consider turning the TV off. Even when I'm at a bar, I'm like, guys, I can't. That commercial is just terribly goofy. And I don't know. It just, since we're talking about the Chiefs, I just want to bring that up because I can't with that. It's really like, it's more Chiefs shenanigans in my opinion. All right, let's move on to something real. Like
That was your wild card play. There's some funny memes going around about that, by the way, that have these crazy Chiefs plays, all as like, Doinkarooski, Blockarooski.
That's I need
Yeah.
to get on social media.
I'll try
All
to
right.
find that for you guys. It's pretty freaking funny. It's pertinent to what we're doing here for sure.
What you got,
All right,
Cassidy?
man. I have got a big one, you guys, because without this play, I think we're looking at a totally different environment for the NFL playoffs and for our fantasy playoffs. I'm talking about the way the Cowboys lost the game against the Bengals
No.
just last week. The
No.
Cowboys lost the game by blocking the Bengals punt, but the Bengals recovered and went on for a game-winning drive. And if that doesn't rank up on the craziest ways I've ever seen anybody lose a football game, I mean, to lose a football game by blocking the opposing team's punt is insane in and of itself. But what makes it even crazier is that now, because of that, the Bengals are still in it. And because the Bengals are still in it, They're going to keep on throwing the ball for their freaking lives. And so Triple Crown Chase is in the conversation as a league winner because of this block punt.
So
100%.
I love watching the Cowboys lose. Everybody knows that. But that's not the first time that that's happened, because this is Leon Lett 2.0. This happened in a playoff game that Leon Lett went down and did that, and they lost a football game. But Leon Lett is also known for the other biggest mistake in a playoff game. Remember the Bills comeback, Cassidy?
Oh, yeah. Wait, the Bills come back? No, tell
The
me
Bills
about it.
come back in the playoff when Leon Lett took the fumble for 80 yards.
Oh,
And
yeah.
BB caught him from behind and knocked the ball out for the fumble, and they came back and won the game because of it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Leon Lett 2.0. All right. So there's a couple crazy things out there, but I'm just going to call shenanigans on the Chicago Bears.
yep.
I'm going to call shenanigans on clock management that got your coach fired,
Yes.
which he should have been anyway. But the fact that you sat there and let 15 seconds come off the clock before you snapped the football, wake up, Caleb. Wake up. All right. Read them off, Cassidy. Let's get out of here. Oh, I'm going to have one question when you read this off, though.
All right, man. So we've got Isaiah Likely's toes. Then we've got the division doink. We've got the Broncos blocked field goal, the Rashi Rice pass interference, then the no call against Pitts. Then we've got the game winning against the Raiders, followed by the State Farm commercial, the Cowboys blocked punt, and shenanigans against the Bears, to which I will throw in one final bonus, the crowd taunting on the Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah. Woo! That's fire. All right. We're going to end this podcast quickly. One response. Smitty, who wins the league?
Dr. Jamie.
Okay.
She's
Cassidy,
gonna
who wins
spit
the
Hillary
league?
down. It's gonna be beautiful because she's gonna use dark Monday Night Magic. It's not the normal Monday Night Magic. It's gonna be something evil.
Oh, God, I hope she doesn't have any Monday Night players against me. I haven't even looked at that yet. The comeback kid wins the league. That's why he's the comeback kid.
Woo!
Hey,
I'm shocked. I didn't think you would do it. Oh, my gosh. All right. Those on the Zoom call the other day, they got my little pick early, but I agree with Cassidy because I think James Conner's taking to the championships. Good luck, you all. Have fun. John and Hillary, enjoy your time by the beach this week. Cheers.
Enjoy the playoff special.